Welcome back, everybody, to Rethink Gaming's Tuesday Night RPGs featuring Curse of Strahd, played through Discord, and Fantasy Grounds. Thanks, as always, to Sirenscape for the amazing atmosphere and music. Make sure you check them out at www.sirenscape.com. You've just got to be using it at your gaming table. Let's begin. So when we last played, the party had angered the house. Off camera, you sort of fought your way out of the building, every door and window closing behind you. You had to break several of them open. The house was not going to let you out, but you did eventually emerge into the misty, what passes for daylight in Barovia. As you lurch onto the grounds, exhausted from breaking your way out of the building, you notice the entire structure sort of shudders and creaks. And before your eyes, it ages 100 or more years. Pieces fall, paint cracks, and so forth. And likewise, every item you've removed from the house has likewise aged significantly since taking it out onto the lawn.
So, like, my books and stuff, and your guys' weapons?
What about the mummified stuff? Like, I got a mummified figurine, and somebody had like a varnished orb that was preserved, right?
Yep. Like
Please
a
tell me.
glossy eyeball.
Please tell me that the wine is still intact.
Well,
The wine is aged 100 years.
Is it better now? Is it like,
The
Why don't
wine-
you ask Lyle?
it's gonna need a sniff or a taste to be sure.
I would love to. I'm gonna take a sniff or a taste.
Both are very pleasant.
Nice. We
What about
scored
my
big, boys.
nice? What about my my scrolls? Do they still work?
Yes, they're unfazed.
Okay.
So does anybody remember where we were going before we stopped at the house?
We were gonna look for the first tarot card, right? Like,
The church, right?
yeah.
Gotcha.
So I've just reshared the map. If you weren't looking at it, it should have popped up for you.
I was about to get it.
And that
yeah,
church
we were
was to
going
the
to.
west of Valaki, right?
Yeah.
Indeed it was.
Well,
So,
alright. I say we continue heading on that way.
how we looking? Did we get any sort of rest after that?
We leveled up, so
Yes,
we got the
everyone is
rest of
level
that.
3. I can click that button to be certain. Get a long rest on everybody. Okay.
Alrighty, let's head towards Valaki then.
That sounds good.
Okay, traveling the road to the north. You can see a mold-encrusted stone bridge spanning a natural chasm. Gargoyles cloaked in black moss perch on the corners of the bridge, their frowns weather-worn. On the mountainous side of the bridge, a waterfall spills into a misty pool nearly 1,000 feet below. The pool feeds on a river that meanders into the fog-shrouded pines that blanket the valley.
Well, I say we walk across the bridge.
Yeah. I mean, it's a bridge, right?
Yeah. Well, where exactly are we on the map? Is this the bridge that's next to the Sayre Falls, or
It
is
is,
this a
yes.
different bridge? Okay. Yeah, let's go. I mean, that's a bit close to the castle from what I can see, but we gotta
Do we?
pass it.
Yeah, do we really have any other way to go?
Looks like this is it.
Ooh,
Onward.
I don't think Skyrimming it is an option, so we're gonna have to take the road.
All right, as you travel up the road, you get the sense that even here in these mountains, the forest and fog are inescapable. Ahead of you, the dirt road splits in two, widening toward the east. There you see patches of cobblestone, suggesting the eastern branch was once an important thoroughfare. To the west, the castle looms in the distance.
Well,
Uh,
definitely away from the castle.
yeah, not west.
So the castle's west of us?
East, sorry, east.
East.
Ah,
I was about to say, like,
so not east.
Not
not
east,
east.
not towards the castle.
Definitely west.
Copy that. All right. Well, you approach a set of massive gates. The fog spills out of the forest to swallow up the road behind you. Ahead, jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, are high stone buttresses looming gray in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. Dew clings with a cold tenacity to the rusted bars. Two headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you with only silence.
Hmm.
I
Uh,
wanna.
did you say the gates were closed or?
Actually, the gates are opening.
Hmm.
Opening, like currently?
As we
Like currently
approach.
in motion.
I wanna be like off the path. Uh, and I wanna I wanna hide.
Can we see if anyone's coming out of the gates, or are these gates like spooky and responding to us?
There you see no people.
Nobody. Well,
Well, it's a very warm welcome, I suppose.
yeah, weirder things have happened since
Weirder
we
things have
got
happened
here.
so far. Um, let's go through the oddly welcoming gates.
All right. Well, you wind along the road, and as you press onward, you see a great old windmill perched high upon the hill just in front of the forest. The road continues past, but it does bear a striking resemblance to one of the documents you retrieved from the house.
Guys, I think I own this windmill now, technically. I have the deed.
Oh, so we should go see what you own then, yeah?
Yeah, you guys want to see what's in the windmill?
Might as well.
It
I
is.
think it's I think it's probably one of two things. It's either a windmill full of corpses or there's loot in there.
Oh, but if there are corpses, there might still be loot, so.
That is facts. Either way, I think it's very interesting to see what's going on inside this windmill.
All
Yes.
right. So as you approach, you see an onion domed edifice leaning forward to one side as though trying to turn away from the stormy gray sky. You see gray brick walls and dirt covered windows on the upper floors. A decrepit wooden platform encircles the windmill above a flimsy doorway leading to the building's interior. Perched on a wooden beam above the door is a raven. It hops about and squawks at you, seemingly agitated.
Hey, Mr. Druid boy, you want to speak to the birds again?
You know, I don't appreciate the name calling, but yeah, probably. I'm gonna cast. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
There it is.
Boom.
And
All right.
I'm gonna just look at the raven and just see what's up.
The raven tilts its head and blinks its gigantic eyes.
What brings you here, Raven?
It does not respond, but it prances nervously from left to right above the doorway.
Is this a warning, or are you afraid of something?
It taps its foot one time.
The raven will not speak.
Sounds like a pretty useless raven then.
Listen, guys, this raven looks like it's been through hell. I don't know what's going on, but I don't feel like going in the spooky windmill unless you own the place. You
The
know?
I
raven
mean-
nods enthusiastically and flies off over the forest toward Valaki.
I mean, I technically I have the will in the deeds. I don't know if technically I own it since I was not in the will, but I have the deeds. So like,
So I was imagining you guys did just see that raven nod at us whenever we suggested not going in the windmill, right?
Yeah, that
This
that was,
windmill has
that was
been here
that,
for
right?
ages, and will most likely be here after our adventure has passed to the west. On our way back to the castle, you might say.
Let me check some notes real quick.
yeah, we could come back later. I'd be okay with that. I mean, if it's mine, then like, what's all that's in there is mine anyways. So you can stay there.
So onward to Wallachia, unless there's any objections.
Are
I
there
say
any
we move onward.
Are there any windows on the base floor?
Not on the base floor, on the first floor.
Then it's
So
not
here.
it's not worth me trying to take a peek in there.
Let me see if I can reveal part of this for you.
Starting to get the idea that all of the maps in this particular adventure are named very
Aggressively.
spooky things.
It's a very spooky area.
Weird. So they've got a line of sight thing on here. I guess I can fix that by doing this. Maybe. Did that work? I don't think that worked.
No.
I've only got a black.
Oh,
Well,
there we go.
Looks like it revealed way more than that, but that's okay. So that is what the windmill looks like.
It is very big.
4 floors.
Oh, I thought this was the base floor. Okay.
We could take a peek inside one of the windows or the doors.
There's a
Please
door on
you.
the front, but there's no windows on the bottom. So like
Yes. But teamwork is a powerful
like
power.
standing on
what
shoulders.
I'm hearing here is I should face check the door like I've been doing.
Or you could be a ladder for our
I could also be a ladder.
For
If
our
need be.
wait, or Roales could turn into a spider again and like climb up the wall.
I think standing on the dragon's shoulders is a simple enough plan.
Fair.
Yeah, seems sufficient. Could we if we what is it? If we totem pole ourselves up there, would I be able to see in the window then?
Sure, give me like a dexterity check to not collapse in an absurd heap.
From all of us.
Um, yeah, well, whoever's on
11.
top of the totem pole, I guess.
How tall is it? It doesn't look. I mean, it's like probably what, 2 bodies, 3
It
maybe.
says the
Yeah,
first floor
probably
is 8
two.
feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so we really only need 1 check plus
No.
a base.
Yeah, do you want me to roll anything for being the base of that, or
No, it's okay. 11 is successful, so give me a quick perception check to peer through the dirty window.
I believe this is perception. Yeah.
Nice. You see a haggard, heavy-set old woman with a face as wrinkled as a boiled apple sweeping the floor, pushing around a few old bones and stirring up a cloud of white dust with her broom. She wears a
Bones?
bones. Yep.
Okay.
She wears a blood-stained, flour-caked apron. A long, sharp bodkin impales her bundled-up mound of gray hair. The dirt-caked windows allow very little light to enter this 8-foot-high chamber, most of which is taken up by a large millstone connected to a wooden gear shaft that rises through the ceiling in the center of the room. A stone staircase continues up toward the sound of loud cackling.
Oh, okay. I'm going to quietly tell the rest of the party what I just saw. And cackling upstairs. Yeah, there you go.
heckling?
Cackling.
Gross.
So do we wanna mess with the old murder lady?
That's up to you guys. I'll face check any door.
I mean, look, I'm just saying. Technically, I own this windmill, or at least I feel I do, because I have the deed. And there are people in there. So, like, maybe maybe they don't belong in there. Because maybe I get to decide that now.
Was your name on the deed?
Or maybe we can let them be.
It can be. If you give me a few minutes.
You just gonna scribble out the previous name and just put your name next to it, or what's the
I'm pretty
plan?
sure the name on there is those kids who are ghosts, so.
Well, my vote is for Valaki.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not messing with the murder people.
I say we move on.
I would like to at least return later.
Yeah. That's,
Return later at a
Yeah.
decimal point.
Sounds good. Onward to Valaki.
Onward and upward. Okay. You can hear the howl of wolves and men chasing them through the forest as you walk along the old Svalich road. But eventually, it leads you safely to the city of Valaki. Let's see if I have a picture. Felt like I had a picture. I guess I don't. The woods recede, revealing a sullen mountain berg surrounded by a wooden palisade. Thick fog presses up against this wall as though looking for a way inside, hoping to catch the town aslumber. The dirt road ends at a set of sturdy iron gates with a pair of shadowy figures standing behind them. Planted in the ground and flanking the road outside the gates are half a dozen pikes with wolves' heads impaled upon them.
Seems we got a bit of a problem.
hunting is one thing. Slaughter is another.
Well, if the wolves are invading outside their territory, I can understand it. Use it as a sort of deterrence, you know?
It does not take much effort to be friends with animals.
What if the animals don't want to be friends?
I wouldn't want to be their friend either if I was there shoving my buddies' heads on pikes.
I mean, how those crows treat you?
Like dicks, but they're being controlled by a massive douche, so...
I
You
mean,
know.
what's to say the rest of the animals around here aren't? So, like,
You know, I don't like your tone. I say we move into Valaki.
Yeah, they seem friendly enough. Putting
Yeah.
things on pikes seems like a nice tradition.
I mean, are you a wolf?
I'm not a wolf, so
You got nothing
I
to fear
could
then.
be. You want me to be?
But you're
I
not
could be
maybe-
right now.
Maybe don't be a wolf. Maybe they'll
So-
not take kindly to you.
You think I deserve getting my head put on a spike just because I'm a wolf, huh?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't want to hear it.
We're not saying that you do, but we're also not saying that they won't say that.
So anyway, is there like a town hall looking place or like some sort of leadership area?
Well, you first have to approach the gates. As
Oh.
you come forward, one of the shadowy figures pokes his nose out through the bars in the iron gate. Hold there! Who goes?
Just some weary travelers looking for some shelter from the fog.
You must understand, our city is ruled by the fair burgomaster.
Say Burger Master?
The Burger Master.
I mean, I can get behind a Burger Master.
We would
Oh.
like to meet with said Burger Master.
That's not my job, sir. Mine is to ensure that you'll abide by the laws of Valaki when you're within these walls. Swear it, and I can let you in.
Do you have like a pamphlet of the laws? That way I know what not to do.
The one guard looks at the other, and he kind of scratches the back of his head and says, well, it changes. Just be flexible. Aye, that's the trick.
Be flexible, huh?
Do we get a warning first, at least, if we're
Yeah.
about to break a law?
Ordinarily, I think, yes, definitely.
Oh, that's not bad. Warning
That's
system's cool.
convincing
Yeah,
enough
that-
for me.
That seems diplomatic enough.
Yeah.
I'll swear.
Perhaps
You
you
have
may
a-
tell us the rules.
Yeah. Do you have a general idea of what they are currently?
Yes, well, at present, we're finishing the Festival of the Wolves and about to begin the Festival of the Blazing Sun.
Sounds like a nice place. They're always having a festival.
This festival of wolves, what does it entail?
Well, there was hunting and feasting. There's a great deal of wolf stew still available in the inn.
See, food. That's nice.
Anyway, the participation is mandatory. I'm sure you understand.
Oh,
Mandatory participation.
Well, is it fun at least?
I'm not allowed to answer that, sir.
That's a no,
Oh?
Greg.
Oh,
he said the next one is Festival of Scorching Sun.
Blazing
Ah.
Sun, sir, and it's supposed to be fantastic.
Ah,
If something's fantastic, I'd like to be a part
what
of.
is the mandatory part of that? What is that? What do we gotta do?
Well, I don't think the Burgomaster has decided yet, but there'll be a parade for sure, and costumes, and Food of some sort.
Oh.
Whatever it takes to keep the darkness away, you understand?
I do understand. Yes.
So he swings the gates open wide, gestures you inside, and everybody should be able to see the map of Valaki.
Yep.
You have entered along the old Slavich Road, the left-hand side of the map. Take care and don't make me arrest you. He waves as you pass on through.
We'll try not to. We will, definitely will try. There will be
Will
an
do.
attempt.
So what's this town like on the inside?
The people here are tired, and there's a fair amount of debris from various different events, different bits of garbage and flyers and ribbons and things not completely taken down. It seems that they've had quite a few festivals of late.
Mm.
Starting to get the feeling that these guys never stop partying.
I wonder if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Bad for the wolves, good for the drink.
Well, not to say this too aloud, but the good lord of this place might be squandering some resources with all these festivals.
And if it is their resources to squander, then squander away. If it's not, then it's not their resources to squander. So we should probably stop. But this town's very large. Probably just move straight through. That's probably my new plan, actually.
I think I'd like to find a market of sorts on our way through.
I'd like to find a pub.
I do need some resources.
All right, so the large orange-topped building on your left as you enter town is a great cathedral. It's slouching, has a bulging steeple in the back, walls lined with cracked stained glass windows. Then, as you move towards the center, on the top of what is sort of the square, is the Blue Water Inn. Gray smoke issuing from the chimney of this large two-story wooden building with a stone foundation and a sagging tile roof, upon which several ravens have perched. A painted wooden sign hanging above the entrance depicts a blue waterfall.
I will look for the nearest drink.
I bet you that's the place.
The cathedral?
No, the inn he just described.
Yeah.
So you're going to head inside the Blue Water?
I would love to.
Anybody else?
I'll go
Oh.
with them.
I'll follow with.
me, sure.
All right. So in the inn, as mentioned, multiple people enjoying bowls of stew. The tap room has damp cloaks hanging from pegs in the entrance portico. The tavern is packed with tables and chairs, with narrow paths meandering between them. A bar stretching along one wall under a balcony that can be reached by a wooden staircase hugging the north. Another balcony overhangs an entrance to the east. All the windows are fitted with thick shutters and crossbars. Lanterns hanging above the bar and resting on the tables bathe the room in a dull orange light and cast shadows upon the walls, most of which are adorned with wolf heads mounted on wooden plaques. You see two burly fellows enjoying a meal. One sort of slender guy. And the family let me show you their picture just rather than trying to describe them. I do hate the way they name these.
Right.
S-
Here's a mysterious man you see. Shares photo. Count von Strahd.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, but in this case, like I don't know what they named this picture that I'm looking at on D&D Beyond.
Ah. Another facet of it.
Yeah. 1 second. Well, so while I look for that, what are you doing in the tap room here?
I'm gonna be slowly walking toward the bar, eerily checking out my surroundings.
I'm just gonna walk up to the bar like a normal person.
Well, I'm a perceptive man, Greg.
Well, do you see any threats to us, Carfield?
Well, I was letting the man look for the map. But
Would
'cause
you like
no,
to
at the
roll
moment
to
I
see what you
yes,
see? No, you
I'd
haven't
love to. I'd love to
spotted
roll.
anything yet.
All right, here we go.
Ah, here you go.
Has anybody else's photos been like up and to the right drastically?
Might
Yeah,
have
they
been
all
down
are.
and to the right.
Yeah, mine have all like it's just the top left corner appearing and then like gray.
Yeah, it's nice. You can fix it pretty quickly. It's not that big.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to like resize the window, but it's just weird.
So anyway, this is the family that operates the inn.
These are the people who own the inn.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Hmm.
I don't like the way that kid looks in the front there.
I don't like the way the kid looks in the back there.
I
Look
don't
at
like
him.
the way any of them look. They all look a bit smug.
The gentleman seems nice.
They all look a bit smug.
But that wine looks pretty damn good.
I think the children definitely take after their mother.
What are you trying to say?
That she also looks very smug.
Rude. Anyways, what do I see?
So the gentleman is in the kitchen, busying himself. The lady of the house greets you, gestures you toward an open table. Welcome, travelers. Are you here for the stew?
The
Just
wolf stew
a
you're
place
talking
to
about.
stay.
I'd love some wolf stew.
Stew sounds great. Wait, how
I
much
would
is
love
it?
some stew.
Does it cost money?
The festival stew is free until it runs out. Per decree of the burgomaster.
I would like some stew.
She sort
Free
of
stew, even better.
rolls her eye when she says that. We
Alright.
offer wine. We have Wizard of Wines, Purple Grape Mash, and Red Dragon Crush, but I must warn you, we're low on Red Dragon.
I'm going to order whichever the first one you said was, and then pull out my own bottle of Red Dragon Crush and start slowly sipping on that, putting it back away.
She looks. Where did you find that?
In my travels,
Well, they've not been able to make that for some time now, so cherish it.
that's the plan.
She gestures to her oldest child, who starts ladling soup into bowls and bringing them over to the table.
What does wolf stew taste like?
It's gamey and stringy, kind of fatty. The veg in there is onions and leeks. It's not fantastic.
It was free, so we can't.
Well, at
complain.
least it's free, yeah.
She wipes your table briefly. Anything else I can get for you, gentlemen?
Is there where's the nearest general store? I need to pick up some supplies for my travels.
There are many shops along the square. Stay away from the toy maker, though.
Do not go to the toy maker. Any particular reason not to go to the toy maker?
He's not right in the head.
Oh,
So, a bit earlier, did you say something about Wizard of Wines?
She looks back into the kitchen to see if her husband is listening. Yes, we serve exclusively Wizard of Wines here.
Huh. I might have to have me a look at that Wizard of Wines.
Well, there could be a task. I'd have to speak to my husband, but they do need some assistance. It's a delicate family matter, you see. His father operates the winery, or did.
Oh.
It's not my business to explain. I'll speak to my husband and see if he wants to meet with you.
Alright. Sounds good to me.
She takes her towel and heads back off into the kitchen.
so the toy maker might be fun.
Toy maker. Since they've said not to go to the toy maker, it sounds like we should exclusively visit the toy maker.
Well,
So-
I think we should visit other people as well, but the toy maker, we
Now
do
that,
have some knickknacks and baubles.
Now that she's out of earshot, I would like to say in like a hushed voice to the group that our Taroka cards said something about Wizard of Wines.
Indeed, it did. Perhaps this could be a lead on another tarot card.
Okay, you see a great, heavy man with black and white hair, including his beard, sort of come swooping in toward your table, cape fluttering behind him. I knew this day would come, he says.
Oh,
Oh.
like today, as in like the date, because like, yeah, that's how that works, right? Like tomorrow will come, and then
Can you
like the day
elaborate, good
after.
sir?
He looks at the two wolf hunters at the table and says, "Not now."
Huh.
I'll speak
Well,
to you
is there-
tonight.
Oh,
Meet me
okay.
after supper. Perhaps
Where at?
you can stay in the inn.
Is there a cost to that, or are you offering up your inn at no fee?
We should pay. I feel like we should pay.
You need not pay here.
Alright. Free
Generous
meal
man.
and a free place to stay.
The private room
Really
is
is not
taken.
doing that bad.
He sort of nods at the skinny guest at the bar. However, I will secure you the guest room with 4 beds. It shall be yours as long as you need it.
Alright, sounds good to me.
I call dibs on no double booking.
Micah can sleep on the floor.
Fair enough.
Be
Well,
cautious, he says as he turns to leave. Do not defy the burgomaster.
Whoa, no. Who would ever think to do such a thing?
He's not sure what you mean, but he turns and leaves.
To defy the
Well,
thing?
now that we've had our bellies filled, while we wait to meet with him later, maybe we should check out the rest of the town and these shops.
What what's our daylight looking like?
It's quite late. It's probably an hour or two to supper.
Probably have time to visit a shop if.
Then let's go to the Toy Master.
Toy Master? Oh, did we figure out where that was? She just said, don't go there.
I am not in need of any toys.
Well, toys is a broad definition, man.
Unless we are looking for a new plaything for Archibald, I don't think we need any toys.
Look, some might say that, you know, my rapier on my side is a plaything. They would be
Some
wrong.
might say when someone gives you advice as to stay away from a crazy old man, you might just want to stay away from that crazy old man. Unless we have some sort of hidden interest I'm not aware of trying to find. I don't know. An old kook. We don't need to.
I mean, didn't one of our cards tell us to go speak to an old man in the woods?
Well, this isn't really in the woods. This is in a
No,
town.
I'm saying, but like, still, like,
Uh,
we have been directed to do so in the past. Why not just continue to do so in the future?
No.
He sounds a lot more interesting than any of the other crap around here.
Like all the supplies that you were talking about wanting to get.
I don't need supplies. I need to
Could-
dump stuff.
Could be at the Toy Master. Who knows? Depends on what kind of toys he makes.
So there are a great many shops. Assuming that you head toward the middle of town. Noteworthy, there are some supplies. There are places where you can get farming tools. There are places where you can get basic survival gear, hunting equipment, as well as all your normal cloth stocks and general store type stuff. There is a toy shop. It's labeled Blinsky's Toys. There's also a coffin maker's shop. And as you're exploring the town, you notice that in the center of the town square, peasants in patchwork clothes eye you suspiciously as they use cups and vases to draw water from a crumbling stone fountain. Standing tall at the center of the fountain is a gray statue of an impressive man facing west. All around the square are posted proclamations. Come one, come all to the greatest celebration of the year, Wolf's Head Jamboree, attendance and children required. Pikes will be provided. All will be well. The Baron.
I want to say in like a hushed voice to the rest of the group that the locals have taken notice of us. Perhaps it's not best to seek out the most notorious person first. Maybe leave that till
Guys?
tomorrow.
Those flyers say we need children. Apparently.
And children. I mean, maybe they mean the children must attend as well. Who knows?
Well, apparently they're giving out pikes as well.
Right.
As
assume that's
you
for-
are discussing it, you see a burly man in a woolen cloak with a bright red demonic looking right hand instructing two town guardsmen to start replacing flyers. They're peeling down ones like the one you just read and are putting up a new one.
Oh, okay.
So these would probably be for the Broken Sun Festival or whatever it's called.
It was blazing.
Blazing Sun Festival.
Blazing. I was gonna say scorching.
Are you going to go up and look?
If they've put up a new poster, then we should probably check
Yeah.
it out.
I wouldn't go out of my way to look, but if they put one up near to me, I guess.
All right. Well, they sort of glare at you as they pass, but you can see that the new sign says, "Come one, come all to the greatest celebration of the year, the Festival of the Blazing Sun. Attendance and children required. Rain or shine. All will be well. The Baron."
So this also says attendance and children
Yes.
required. It also says all will be well, as if
Those peasants. What was the general age group of them? Was it very variety, or were they all middle-aged and older?
Those people of all ages.
Okay. So I don't think people are scooping up children off the streets for this.
So that guy with the demon hand, you guys think he was the Baron that this keeps mentioning? Like
the
the
burger
the burger
master.
the burger guy?
Does he bear resemblance to the person in the statue over there?
He does not.
So
You do,
no.
however, see him approaching several donkey people.
What?
No, on second look, they're wearing plastered donkey heads. There
Huh.
are 3 men, 2 women, and 2 boys, all tied to stocks just off the town square, wearing plaster donkey heads. And the red-armed man walks past them to check and see that they're all still securely bound.
I've heard of tar and feathering. I've never heard of this donkey head
Stockade?
thing.
Stockades. Maybe they made an ass of themselves.
Yuck. I think we should just at least for the time being, ignore that and go shopping.
Yeah.
And then return to the inn, since we don't have much time, seemingly, until dinner.
Leave
All
the
right.
unsavory tasks until a later date.
Some shopping then.
General goods shopping. I do think we should visit the toy master at a later time, not right before dinner, where it
Fine.
looks suspicious. Um, specifically, I'm looking for somewhere to get more arrows because I am running out.
Oh,
Okay.
do you need arrows or crossbow bolts?
Arrows.
Okay.
I'm good on bolts.
So, yeah, there's more than one shop that sells them. You find some good quality ones at a store that sells supplies for hunting.
That'll do it.
A graying old man with sagging skin looks over a pair of spectacles at you.
I'm looking for some arrows. And do you have any neat bows? Like, I don't know. I'm just browsing mostly.
No, haven't any bows. The
No
arrows
bows.
are available. Are you from around here?
I'm from around.
Guest of the master, perhaps?
Not maybe. I'm not sure how to answer that yet. Is there are you just not receiving any bows, or have all your bows been bought out for the festival?
We don't do much business in bows.
But arrows you have.
I do.
So where would one get the bow to accompany the arrows?
I haven't the foggiest. I don't sell many. But
Well, let's
that
see your
quiver,
arrows.
he points to a quiver, sort of brushes the dust off of it. It's available for 20 coins.
20 what?
Coins? Master's coins.
Master's coins. Huh.
Do we have any of the master's coins?
I don't think we have any of the master's coins.
That's
Is that a currency local to the land?
He pulls open his money pouch, lays out a small pile of Electrum coins, stamped with a familiar profile of a gentleman you have met. You haven't been here long.
No, sir.
He looks around cautiously. Does that mean you have silver?
What do you say?
He whispered, does that mean you have silver?
Looking at my sheet, I don't have anything marked. So I think I'm broke now that I'm thinking about it.
Should have started with some gold.
I don't have anything in my treasure at all.
Well,
You know what? How can we do trade? I do have I've got a gold ring here.
Perhaps. He stretches out his hand to examine the gold ring.
Is there somewhere I should post that so you can look at it?
I think I can pull it up
Okay.
in your inventory. It just says a plain gold ring.
Yeah, I'm just plain gold ring.
Fine quality. I can give you 25 coins for it.
25 coins. Okay. And you said the quiver, the whole quiver. How many arrows are in it?
It has 20 arrows in it.
And that was 20 coins.
Yes.
Yeesh. Wouldn't hurt to have a second quiver in case I lose mine. Yeah. So I'll just take the 5 master's coins and the quiver for a trade of that.
All right. So yeah,
I'd like to see. Oh,
add
sorry.
5 Electrum pieces to your sheet. Go ahead.
I'd like to see if he would be interested in purchasing my crossbow that I have, but see no need for.
Alrighty. It's a light crossbow?
Yes.
Yes. Rare. Lethal. I can give you 50 coins for this.
That's agreeable to me.
I'll have to go in the back. He stands up slowly. Comes back out with a velvet pouch full of coins. Sets them down on the counter.
Alright, I'll place my crossbow on the counter and take the coins.
Cool. Yep. Again, 50 Electrum pieces worth 25 gold.
Awesome.
All struck with Strahd's visage.
Strahd was a bad enough guy already, but he trades in Electrum, and that hurts me personally.
Hey, you that crossbow. You don't have it anymore. So can I have your bolts?
Yeah, you can have it.
Nice. How many do you got?
20.
20. That makes me up to 40 in that. 20 crossbow bolts. 40.
Any other shopping?
I'd like to see if there's like a bookkeeper around.
There's not a place to buy and sell books. However, there's an abbey at Kresk that might be interested.
Okay. How do I like remove stuff from my inventory? Like I put a 0 in for the crossbow and the bolts, but they're still just like there, just without a name or a number.
You should be able to right-click the row and hit the trash can button.
Ah, I see it. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to go to this abbey, and see if I could.
Well, it's further up the road.
Okay. Do we have time before dinner and our meeting?
No, I mean it's not in Vallaki. It's another town.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'll just wait then.
I have no trade needs myself.
All right. As you head back then toward the blue waterfall, you do see a tiny little rhesus monkey go running across the street and into the toy shop.
You guys want to go to the toy shop?
Do we
That
have
monkey sure did.
You know, I'm thinking we might have enough time to squeeze this in. Let's just hit up the toy shop. This man sounds interesting.
Hey, Bob, I'm gonna turn into that monkey.
Okay. Add it to your list.
I gotta wait. Hold on. I gotta write that down.
I'm just thinking here, you know, new in town, we're already getting strange looks. They say don't go to the toy shop, and what are the new strangers in town gonna do? Go to the toy shop, actually.
Follow the rhesus monkey?
I mean, like,
Have you ever not followed a rhesus monkey?
It uses the baboon stat block.
Oh,
I'm
cool.
just saying it gives us a bad look, and if we're trying to do things in this area further on, people might be less ready to speak with us at that point.
I think they'll be really ready to speak with us if we have a rhesus monkey with us.
I mean, he's already got he's got it. Boom, monkey.
Fair enough.
So how would you spell that? You saying Reese's as in like
Reese's Pieces?
a peanut butter cup?
How do you spell that? Rhesus, I think. Yeah. Rhesus.
Got it. And then you said we use baboon.
Yes.
Cool. Alrighty.
So where are you going?
Yeah. So I'm gonna turn into this monkey, and then I'm just gonna stand there, and that's just gonna be my whole shtick.
I'm gonna.
So we've got a-
down and look at the monkey and be like, "All right, do you wanna follow now, or are you still not wanting to go there?"
I'm hopping up on Archibald's shoulder,
Jesus.
and I'm just gonna sit there, look around. That's gonna be that's me.
See, look, he's content with life. He doesn't want to go there. Right now, at least.
So we've got 2 votes for a toy shop, 1 vote against, and one abstain.
Toy shop.
I'd like to go to the toy shop.
Come on, Jacob.
We'll follow you guys to the toy shop if that's really where you want to go right now. I
Yes.
have no objections to going later yet tomorrow, like in the middle of the day. But I think going towards nighttime, the first day we're here, is kind of sus. Is all I'm trying to say.
I think toys now. That's
Toys now.
Okay.
toys now.
The cramped shop has a dark entrance portico, above which hangs a wooden sign shaped like a rocking horse with a bee engraved in both sides. Flanking the entrance are 2 arched, lead-framed windows. Through the dirty glass, you see jumbled displays of toys and hanging placards bearing the slogan, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
Yeah, Jacob, you're no
Really good.
Blinsky.
That's a good it's a good slogan. I like that slogan a lot.
Well, as you enter, looking through the myriad of different toys, all in sort of various states of readiness. You see a man wearing a moth-eaten jester's cap. And you see the monkey sitting on his shoulder, now wearing a pink tutu. Welcome, friends, to the House of Blinsky, where happiness and smiles can be bought at bargain prices. Perhaps you know a little child in need of joy? A little toy for a girl or boy?
I apologize. This is definitely worth it right here. This is a good decision, guys. Good job.
Yes.
We're not in need of anything currently, but we were just going to take a look around.
Well, on display are a few of his creations. There's a headless doll that comes with a sack of attachable heads. Miniature gallows, complete with a trapdoor and a weighted hanging man. A set of wooden nesting dolls. The smaller each one gets, the older it gets. A wooden string mobile of hanging bats with flapping wings. A wind-up musical merry-go-round with figures of snarling wolves chasing children in place of prancing horses.
Ah,
There's a ventriloquist dummy that looks exactly like Strahd von Zarovich. And a doll that looks like it's a lifelike likeness of a brunette woman. Upon seeing that one, Blinsky follows your gaze, moves over and snags it. Sorry? This one? Not for sale. It will make someone else happy.
no, that makes sense. Do you buy? Because I have some things that I think they'll fit your collection quite nicely here, and could make some other people quite happy as well.
You know, it would really make me happy if one of you bought that ventriloquist dummy of Strahd.
Hey, where are you getting it? I've only got 5 pieces. It's probably pretty expensive. I want to show him the mummy figurine and my shrunken head that I got. See if
He's fascinated and excited by these things. Yes, very happy.
would this be something you're willing to take off my hands? Unfortunately, I'd have no more need for it, but you, the man of happiness here, might be able to find who needs it.
Perhaps you would like to trade?
Oh, maybe. Could I trade the shrunken head for the Strahd ventriloquist dummy?
Yes, that's excellent deal.
All right. I'm just gonna mark off and Strahd, Straud dummy. Neat. That is in my inventory now. We have a dummy of Strahd.
We're gonna use that later.
Well, the plans are innumerable. All right. Is there anything else you guys would probably want here? I've got one more potential bargaining trip. If there isn't anything I particularly want here, is there any way you could take you could take it and give me some coin out of the deal?
I haven't much coin. I've not sold many toys of late. I do agree the burgomaster is right. We must make the children happy to make the darkness go away. But I don't sell many toys.
You seem like a pretty nice man. Do you have any idea why the family that owns the bar
I'm gonna smack
doesn't like you?
Archibald in the face.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I'm gonna.
Try to deflect off of that question and
Silly
ask
monkey.
him why the darkness is like so pressing and that they need to get rid of it so badly.
It's been this way as long as I can remember. But there are those who say it wasn't always, that the sun did shine.
So is the darkness like the mist around here, Blinsky, or is it something else?
I haven't seen the sun since I came to this land. Oh, 12? No, 14 years ago.
Do you remember where you were before you came here?
Yes, I was over the Azure Sea.
Did you come here on purpose, or
No, my people, we were traders, and we were headed toward the great city. I got lost in the fog, rolls in over the water, from time to time, and when I stumbled out, I was here.
You said you were here. You said you were traveling with your people. Did they not come with you?
No. No, not any. He looks again at the brown-haired doll, straightens her dress, and sets her very carefully back up on the shelf.
Blinsky, do you make any of these?
Yes, everyone.
Did you ever think to make any more? Not quite like that, but in a similar manner? Maybe in the image of other people?
Oh, I have to finish this one. He points back at that. Isaac, he'll burn down my shop if I don't finish a new doll every month. Every time I make one much like this, and he tells me that it's wrong, and he tells me what to do to make it better. Some girl he's seen. I keep asking if I could see her myself, I could get it right, but I don't know if he'll ever be happy.
So this man is Isaac. Where is he?
The captain of the guard with the great red arm.
Big burly man. You said he comes every month. Is that soon, or is that still some time off?
Well, I suppose it'd be a week or so out. The stall's done. As done as it can be without again meeting this girl. I think she lives in the village. Barovia, I think.
Has he ever mentioned a name?
No. No, and again, I've asked to meet her, but it only makes him furious to mention it. He looks at the sky every time you do. Anyway, it's quite late. I should be locking my shop.
fair? I think we'll have to make our leave for now.
Thank you for speaking with us, Blinsky. And I want to give him the. I don't have much for use for it, so I just want to give him the mummy figurine.
Oh, I'm so grateful to you. Listen, I do have some coin, but I am saving it.
No, this one's for you to make you happy, hopefully.
Thank you. I will, though, part with every coin if you can find me the Clockwork Man.
Clockwork Man. You have any
Yes.
idea where he's at?
Well, I think he might be in the castle, but keep your eyes peeled in case he's not. I
Clockwork Man. Okay.
I was a student of Fritz von Weirg before he disappeared, and it was his greatest masterpiece. If you can deliver it, I'll give you every coin I have. But that's what I'm saving for.
Okay. No problem, Blinsky. I'll keep an eye out for it, and I'll make sure to grab it if I can, alright?
Thank you. Wave goodbye, Piccolo. The monkey waves.
Thanks, Pickle.
This monkey also waves.
He smiles from ear to ear.
Right, well, it's probably about time that
We're back
we.
to the inn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fair number of people keeping warm by the firelight.
I am going to transform back to.
You said that name was Stritz von Weird, his master?
Fritz, Fritz.
Fritz von Weird. Got it.
So as you head back to the Blue Water Inn, the tables are nearly full. The gentleman sees you enter and says, "Ah, yes, your room is ready. Follow me."
All right, following.
He leads you upstairs, again into a nicely appointed room. 4 beds along the wall. You can see the inn below from the balcony overlooking. He opens the door. As you can see, berths for 4. He gestures you to come inside. He is eager to see that all of you come inside the room.
All right.
I have your keys. He pulls the door closed. As you can see, it locks. Locks, and he hands you each a key to the room. He takes you aside, keeping his voice low. It's good you've come. My supply of wine is nearly gone. The next shipment, overdue. I'll give you what you've come for if you bring me my wine. The winery and vineyard is just a few miles to the west. Follow the old Slavic road and the signs.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right.
He looks from face to face to see if there are any questions, and upon spying none, shrugs and unlocks the door. Heads back downstairs.
So, found out why people don't like Blinsky. Weird toys. Really weird toys.
Maybe we should just get some supper and turn in before we head west to
Yep. I think
whatever's
we should-
closest between the winery or the church.
Let's say we do the winery first, because they seem to be a bit overdue on their wine, and I don't think the church is going anywhere.
What do you think
The
he's
wine,
what do you think he's paying for his wine?
I don't know, but that Taroka reading said something along the lines of, if we look at the Wizard of the Wines, in wood and sand the treasure hides.
Yeah.
And treasure sounds pretty good.
Treasure does sound pretty neat.
All right. Everybody in the party make a perception check.
Perception.
Bada bing, bada boom. Oh,
Ho ho.
oh, Archibald, boyo.
Archibald had a great night's sleep. All right, 1 second.
I don't like that. I don't like that the person with a 0 got a great night's sleep.
No, it's not a bad thing.
I mean, 0 is a bad thing. Rolling a crit 1 is a bad thing, and getting a great night's sleep is a good thing. So if the bad thing is a good thing, I wonder what the good thing is.
Maybe there's just a really bad
great
smell and I
thing.
couldn't perceive it.
Okay, so Dell and Kalu both hear someone sneaking out of the inn about 1 in the morning, trying to move across the balcony, but it creaks under their weight.
Is there a window we could attempt to like stealthily peek out to see if we can see who it is?
No, you'd have to crack the door.
Can we
Alright.
try to quietly crack the door?
Yeah, can
Sure.
I roll stealth and try and open that open?
Absolutely.
Don't fail me now. That's
Wait.
Ooh.
it's like a fart you tried hiding, but it just doesn't work.
So the door creaks open, and the figure dashes out down the stairs. It's the thin man who was sitting at the bar with you.
You think we should try to follow him, Jacob? I can make sure that we can keep following him, but
Do you want to wake the party while I go and get him?
I was gonna say the same thing to you.
Do you have a?
I have a mind spike that lets me know where they
Let's
are.
not hurt him. I'm gonna follow him. You wake up
Okay.
the party.
All right, I'd like to wake up Mr. Archibald and Royal-esque.
And I would like to, as stealthily as the man before, try to like get out and follow him.
Okay.
Not stealthy to the man, but like stealthy to the rest of the people in the house.
You rolled a crit miss, bud.
Yeah, I know. But that was for the door.
You're not in the place to make demands about how sneaky you are.
I was, I'm not trying to hide from the man who knows I'm here though. So
So make a survival check. The difficulty will be low, but let's use this for tracking as to try and follow him.
yeah, about
Awesome.
that. How low was the difficulty?
It was low, but unfortunately he lost you. He was headed, let's see, past the town square when you lost his trail.
Yeah.
Somewhere toward the right-hand side
It's all,
of the...
it's all this mist, man. Like it's just hard. It's hard to see, and it's man.
And you rolled a 3.
And I rolled a 3, but we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah,
What did Kalu wake me up for? I was sleeping real good.
well, there was a man who was sneaking around, and we're not too trusting of him. But Dell
Hey, I have the tracks
is
right
pursuing
up
him.
here.
You want
If
to
somebody
make,
wants to come,
yeah,
take a
somebody
look.
somebody else want to make a check based on where he lost the
see.
trail?
let's see
Yeah,
where.
so I'm going. Yeah, I
hey.
would love to.
There you go.
I would just absolutely enjoy it if I could do that. Is it survival you said?
Yes.
There you go.
Boom.
Okay. You pick up the trail of fresh footprints, and it leads to a stockyard on the far right-hand side of the map. You see that great big sort of tan opening there. There are several locked sheds along the periphery, and it's adjacent to a roomy warehouse. A wooden sign above the front gate reads Arasek Stockyard. Parked in the south end of the stockyard is a sturdy carnival wagon, its colorful paint peeling off. Faded lettering on its side spells out the words Rictavio's Carnival of Wonders. A heavy padlock secures the back door, and a slight man is dropping something through a hatch on the roof.
Was this the same man? Can we tell that was sneaking out of the inn, or
Yes, it does appear to be the same man. I guess we're not inside anymore, are we?
Carnival of Wonders.
So the rogue's not here, so if we want to check that out, we probably got to brute force the lock.
Is the slight man still on top? Can we like attempt to like I wouldn't say apprehend, because we're not like police or anybody, but like confront him. Like,
You
hey,
can.
what you doing?
What? Oh. Oh my. He hops down from the wagon, straightens out his clothes. I was checking on my wagon. Rictavio. He bows graciously.
Oh. And do people normally drop something in their wagon while checking on it?
The wagon subtly lurches as though something big has thrown itself against the inside wall.
Ooh. There's something
Shit,
in your
what-
wagon.
can I-
Maybe you
What
should
you
go
got in the
double check.
wagon?
Can I roll a perception to see if I can tell what it is, what monster it is, or whatever it is?
Sure.
That sucks.
It's
Mr. Octavio, there appears to be something like amiss in your wagon. Maybe you should go double check. Maybe you should go figure out what's up with it.
no, I assure you, everything is exactly as it should be. Thank you.
Know, it's just it's doing me a worry, and it'd really put me at ease if you would,
Yes, so you're staying at the inn. Let me walk you back. We can
No,
have a conversation along the way.
We can talk right here. It's not. It's a
look,
one fight.
I'm thinking maybe you don't want us to see what's in that wagon, but I kind of want to see what's in that wagon. I'm just saying.
I don't care about what's in the wagon. I just care that he doesn't want us to know what's in the wagon.
Are you,
Go ahead.
are you? What did I get from that 7? Just something.
It's a large animal of some kind, snarling and scratching.
Cool.
I would like to persuade him to tell us what's in the wagon, or at least be a little more upfront with us.
Sure, give it a go.
Persuasion. Boom.
So that's a pretty good job.
I suppose it doesn't hurt to let you look. Just don't get too close.
Well, we won't. We'll keep our distance. Like, no, you'll be in front of us. So as long as you don't get too close, we won't get too close.
Oh, it's of no risk to me.
That's good. That's very good. I'm looking at the picture now. I see scratch marks all over the front of the doors. Is that accurate? Are there scratch
Yes.
marks all over the front? Okay, neat. Are we gonna be looking through the top like you were, or are we gonna open up the front?
Be my guest.
No. It's no harm to you, so you should do it. Don't get me wrong here. It is your wagon, you know.
Well, as you can see, these large windows here, you can clearly look inside.
I say we look inside.
I'll
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 let, I'll
let
let-
you look.
Yeah, go ahead. Go look inside.
I'll let
I'd
the
love to
meat
look.
men look inside.
I will look right inside.
Well, inside you see a saber-toothed tiger
Heck yeah.
gnawing on a wolf steak over the remains of a colorful doll that was probably a life-size Vistani.
Alrighty.
Bennett,
Um,
listen to me sometime.
Now that doesn't. Does he like? Does Garfield tell us what's in there?
not yet. I'm still looking at it.
Would you like to tell us?
Nope, not yet. I'm still looking at it. Got about give or take 10 seconds before I tell you what it is, depending on how fast the Wi-Fi loads. Cause this is yeah. Come on, man.
Wait, what?
dndbeyond.com doesn't like my college Wi-Fi.
What's
Okay.
wrong?
Nothing. Okay, perfect. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Animal Friendship on this tiger.
All right.
It's gonna like it automatically. No, it has to have a Wisdom save.
All right. 1 second. DC 13. Ah, it did not save.
Cool. All right. So he is convinced that I mean it no harm. And that I'm just really nice to him. I'm gonna turn around and say, "Hey guys, it's a saber-toothed tiger, and he's gnawing on a wolf cutlet. I don't know what you said, and he's now my friend because
Oh.
yeah.
Well, ain't that
I don't know
quaint.
about you. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty good buddies with this tiger.
Hey man, animals have been doing you wonders in this area, so you go at that, man.
Now,
Yeah,
you say there's a saber-toothed tiger with some food in there,
yeah.
but what was dropped into this wagon? What did you just put in there, Mister Rictavio?
I just delivered a fresh steak procured from the inn.
And why, by chance, did you deliver it at about this late at night?
Well, I don't wish to draw attention to the dear creature.
Oh yeah, the scratch marks on the front of the door do wonders for hiding it.
Well, I have paid the stockyard owner quite well to use his discretion.
Why are you keeping this animal in a cage?
It's a carnival. That's what they do.
I rather not say.
Well, no, that sounds shady now. I was gonna defend you, but now you're acting shady again.
I'd rather you do say.
Yeah.
I'd like to persuade him once more to tell us
No,
these things.
he trusts you um, already. So he's already
Okay.
persuaded. There must be some other reason that he doesn't want to be forthcoming about it.
Well,
Does it have anything to pertain with the upcoming event, the festival of the Blazing Sun, I believe?
No, of course not. It must be a day ending in Y if Valaki is having a festival.
Is it that common around here to have festivals all the time?
The Burgermeister, he looks around, is an idiot.
Told you he's squandering resources.
No,
So,
my friend in the box is a gift for the camp.
In regards to what?
The Vistani serve the master. And they have some comeuppance.
oh, I see what you mean here. They were actually kind of nice to us, so maybe let's not deliver their comeuppance. If you would be so kind.
I understand that you're new. Just got here, perhaps?
We're from around.
Yes. Well, we have time.
Time for what?
He steps very close to you. You'll see, he says in a completely different voice.
Will I see? Are you gonna show us, or are you just gonna tell us in an ambiguous way again? People tend to be ambiguous around here. Is that just is that like the common dialect, or like, what is up with that?
It is said that the eyes in the sky are those of the master, he says, having resumed his character. Superstitious lot.
I believe that one holds true.
Anyway, if you'd like to visit the animal, you may. Please don't let it out, and I'm going to head back to bed.
Never gonna let that thing out.
Uh,
Right, Rolesk? We're not letting it out.
You know,
I'm gonna be petting this bad boy.
if the
I
man
can.
is friends with this saber-tooth tiger, what's to stop him?
From letting it out? It's not his, and it's Devre.
So while you're petting the tiger, you do notice a scrap of cloth that came off of the doll. It's stitched with the slogan, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
Does this doll do we see that too, or is it just Garfield?
Wait, I missed something. Where's the doll?
Which is what the remains of a life-size, like mannequin-sized doll dressed like a Vistani that the saber-tooth tiger has torn to shreds.
Gotcha. Okay. Alrighty.
I really wish we had a rogue here right now, because that would make everything a little bit easier.
What did you just say?
What? I'm just reminiscing about the fact that Micah is mad lad and not here.
Gotcha. I could communicate with the tiger, but I see no benefit.
You shouldn't be discouraged. Just as your dungeon master, there are reasons why your spells have not worked. Wouldn't be the case in this case.
All right. Well, then I will. Dang. Let's just.
Is this guy like leaving, or is he like already gone?
He's going to walk away if no one stops him.
I would like to move to stop him.
Okay.
That's it.
I recognize the slogan on the doll, and it might. Can I tell if it was the one that Blinsky was working on earlier when we were there, or looks similar to it?
No, that one was small enough to be held in two hands. The one that the tiger tore to shreds was the life size.
Does good work.
I,
Okay, well, just to get rid of any confusion, I did express to the group that there's a life-size mannequin with that slogan on it, like
Yeah, that's
the
fair.
whole thing. Just because I was like the only because I didn't want to get close to it.
Oh yeah, no,
Um,
I'm keyed onto the fact that he's conditioning this thing to.
I'll cast
Don't
Speak with
yeah.
Animals
Okay.
to Tony the Tiger.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I will just say, yeah, like in the nicest possible way. How's it hanging, buddy?
Fang happy. Steak. He's chewing.
Yeah. Uh, so I will just ask him how long he's been in this cage.
Fang been inside many day.
Sounds like Greg right after a nap.
Elfman give steaks. Chew dolls. Dolls smell like wine.
Alrighty. If I can get you out of here, I will.
Careful. Elfman, very tracky.
Thank you. Do you have a name?
I'm Fang.
Yeah, sorry. Fang. Got it. Written down. Easy. Thank you, Fang. I will be returning to you soon.
Bring steak. Or smelly man. Like to try to eat actual smelly man instead of just doll.
Understandable. Completely understandable. Got it. All right. Unless you've got something else, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm going to relay that back to the group and the fact that there's an elf man who's feeding this tiger, and that the mannequins smell like wine, as if it were from, I don't know, places.
Like
That-
like a Vistani, like how the
Yeah.
Vistani drink wine all day and party all the time.
Yeah.
We,
You
we
know.
got the idea.
got the
that
idea.
that Elfman assumedly is Rictavio, right? Or no?
Now,
Well-
now that we are talking with the man, is he a man?
I've successfully
Oh,
stopped him, right? Or no?
Yeah, he didn't fight you, although
Okay.
he does appear to be ready to fight. He's taken on a posture that's somewhat out of character.
Can I tell that he's like what race is he? Did we talk about it?
He's a human.
Cool. I will just directly ask him what Fang means by the elf man, and why it is his duty, or why it is this man in front of us' duty to feed him.
Elfman, you say? I haven't the foggiest.
Methinks otherwise.
Are there many elves in Valaki?
Well, not anymore.
So you might know.
There were many moon elves. They displeased the master. Most were slain, some mutilated. Perhaps
By the way,
he
Garfield's
means one of those.
Garfield's computer just died. So
Okay.
yeah, he'll be right back. So as far as the elves,
So he looks around again, specifically up at the sky. Perhaps we should continue. Back to the inn.
I find that agreeable as long as you stay with us.
Sure.
Yeah, I could talk more at the end. Seems to be a relatively safe space.
Seems like people are always looking up at the sky here.
I think there's a good reason for that.
So, as you're heading back to town, he gestures toward the coffin master's shop. Make a perception check.
All of us?
Anyone who wants to.
Perception.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Greg, you want to save us here? Oh,
Archibald, you can see a humanoid figure moving across the roof of the building as though some type of spider.
I would like to try to not make a scene while also kind of pointing out that I see someone moving like a spider across the roofs
Now, when you say
to the
spider,
rest of the group.
As you
On-
move to indicate something, the man speaks. Have you met the Wachters? Wonderful family. Diabolists, I think. He gives you a knowing glance.
Huh. I can't say I've had the pleasure.
aren't they the ones that take care of the inn?
No.
No.
No, the Wachter family is as old as time. Been in Barovia quite a while, as I understand. The Marketovs run the inn
Marketovs. Okay.
and the winery.
In the winery.
Not that Valaki swill, but the Wizard of the Wine stuff, the good stuff.
Gotcha. Sounds like a pretty good wine.
Our resident nature man here knows his wines.
I have returned.
Welcome back. There was some kind of humanoid figure crawling on the roof of the coffin shop, and Rictavio did not want you to look in that direction. Gestured you towards it, but then stopped you from pointing it out between one another.
So, Rictavio, why you mind if I ask how you managed to get a hold of a tiger?
Oh, yes, a long and interesting story. Come with me, come with me.
I love stories.
You really seem to like long stories there, Rictavio.
Come to my room. I have the finest in the inn.
We heard.
He leads you up the stairs to the room that you heard him sneak out of just a little while ago. Unlocks the door and gestures you inside.
All right. I'll go inside, but I'm gonna be a little weary about it. A little looking around.
yeah, this guy looked like he was ready to fight when I stopped him, so I'm a little hesitant to fully trust him anymore. As much as I was trusting him earlier when he was being super weird and sus.
Okay. Everybody going in?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. He closes the door, locks it, sort of stretches his shoulders, wrings out his neck a little bit, and his entire affect changes. It's as though he's a different person. So tell me, where are you from? As he turns around, he looks old, very old and tired. Where are you really from?
Around.
Around.
I've
We all have
seen
different.
men and women just like you come and go. I don't know why you get brought here, but I think it's part of the game.
Could
It's
you
time.
elaborate on this game?
Possesses you to take animals from their homes, hold them hostage.
I treat that animal well, I assure you. Something must be done about the Vallaki camp. I'm convinced that we're at the crest of finally making some headway.
Headway into what?
We must put the monster down.
And by monster, who or what do you mean?
Well, of course I mean Strahd von Zarevich. The ancient and the land. Surely you've met him.
You're playing my fiddle.
Yeah,
So-
we're on a path against him, you could say.
So much of a path against him that we bought a dummy of him.
Yeah, I've got it. You want to see? I want to whip out the ventriloquist dummy of him. Ah? Ah?
You'll pardon me if I don't enjoy the visage of the man who murdered my son.
It's a great stress reliever. Like
Maybe put away the doll
he
there.
could sock it a few times. Just punch it a few.
there.
No.
Bill.
Okay, I'm gonna put it away. So that aside, Strahd, bad guy, right?
Vampire. Most powerful kind.
Vampire.
My apprentice and I have nearly killed him many times.
Huh.
It is at the point now, if I show my face in public, I'm immediately beset. He has many spawn, mostly fed by, well, fools like yourselves. I don't know how the Vistani are able to come and go. They can walk between the mists as none others can.
So why the tiger, man? Like that's a bit rough, man.
My protege actually agrees with you. She would like to take the fight directly to him. I've taught her
I
much
mean-
of what I know, but it's difficult. And I don't want
mean-
her to get hurt again.
If you wanna take out the underlings first, I agree. I like that's a good way, but like the tiger's weird. Like I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of weird.
You may not understand this yet, but I am an old man, and I have been here a long time.
Yeah, you willing to say how long?
Well, the seasons never change. The weather never changes. Very seldom is there so much as a bolt of lightning, so it's difficult to say for sure, but probably 30 years.
30 years. What was how long ago did that Vistani say the big fight was? I'm asking the party and see if anybody remembers, because I do not.
I don't either.
You speak of the
Haven't
Mad
focused.
Mage of Mount Bartok. That was...
Not you, I presume.
No, I had thought to make him an ally, but the spell that holds his mind, I've not found a way to break even with my magic.
So he is still alive.
Wandering those mountains, mumbling to himself. When I saw the battle begin, I thought perhaps we were finally getting out. There was one time, just one time, when I could have walked from this land. A group much like yourselves went into the castle. Whatever they did, the sun broke through. I wanted to make sure the monster was gone, and I searched that castle floor to ceiling. About the time I was satisfied that my son had been avenged and it was safe to leave, well, the mist came back. And I was unable to leave. As I suspected, the monster lived again.
Well, if you could perhaps direct us to where we might find this babbling old man, maybe we could see what we could do and perhaps gain another ally.
I don't think we can do anything about the old man, honestly. Like,
Didn't our tarot cards say to go find him?
well, we have
Pretty sure it did, so I'm
We
pretty
have a
sure we need to.
we have a wizard of wine. Do we want to tell him about the cards? Should we tell him about the cards?
No, don't tell him about the cards, but
Okay, then we should probably check.
this is like an aside.
So you say he didn't go down permanently. So do you have any particular idea as to what might put him down permanently?
Well, I have a theory. I believe we're all part of some great game. All the pieces have to be aligned, and then you strike. I don't yet know how to divine what it is needs to be done. Esmeralda thought perhaps it had to do with the Taraka deck and studied it intensely, but I never found any insight there.
He already knows about the
Was
cards.
was Esmeralda?
I
Is
think-
Esmeralda one of the Vistani?
Well, not anymore.
Not anymore.
She owes no loyalty to those people. She's seen what they have done and rejects them.
What do you mean what the Vistani have done? Are they responsible for bringing people here?
I believe they are. They're the reason my son wandered into this land.
So you're saying we shouldn't trust the Vistani or like anything they might have told us when we got here, right?
As with any people, the Vistani are not all bad. They serve the master, as we all do in some way. But they must play their role. They are not allowed to harm you, in most cases, unless the master allows it. They're not allowed to tell you specifically about the mists. You're to discover that on your own. They're not allowed to kill any more elves. For Strahd wants the ones who survive to live on in their agony. And as I said, they appear to be able to come and go as they please. Tell me this. Have you ever heard of Liechtenstein?
I don't remember, but it sounds familiar to me, at least. Does anybody else remember Liechtenstein?
Sounds familiar.
I hail from the kingdom of Almania. No one here has ever heard of it.
I don't believe in character. I would.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm
so.
fairly certain I wouldn't.
Yeah, you guys have not. Your character. I mean, if you made a knowledge check, you would fail it.
Okay.
I mean, I can give the old college a try, but
No, it's. He's not referring to any locations on Faroon.
yeah. So I've got no idea.
No, we haven't heard of that word that you just said.
Liechtenstein.
Liechtenstein. But he said another one after that.
Almania.
Almania, that's it.
Never heard of that either.
Listen, the night grows long. You can never tell if you're being watched. You must always assume you are being watched. He has control over many of the beasts, most of the ravens, not all, but most. Any creature of the land could be serving him. He does have the power to peer down from the sky, so you mustn't tarry, and you mustn't have conversations like these. Please, everyone, go. We'll find another time to talk.
I have more
Alright.
questions.
Okay.
So I await that time we speak again.
I'll bid you one more.
One more question? The roof thing, right? The roof thing is a pretty important question, right?
Are you saying that, or are you asking your friends?
I'm asking the party if that's what our final question should be.
Well, Greg's the
Yeah,
only one
yeah,
who
we should-
noticed it.
So,
So, Greg?
So that guy on the roof that you kind of really didn't want me to see. What was he up to?
No, I had hoped you would notice the vampire spawn crawling over the coffins maker's shop. I bid you not go there. Even if you could destroy them, the master would know immediately.
Ah, see, now I got another question. Dang it, man. You do this all the time. You said destroy them. How did we destroy them? Can you tell me that? Do you know?
Vampires are destroyed by sunlight or being held beneath running water. Staked, they can be subdued for a time.
Stakes? I got stakes. Guys, we can do this. I got stakes.
Wooden stake through the heart will put a vampire in suspended animation indefinitely. Then you must behead them and either expose them to sunlight or bury them beneath a running stream until dissolved completely.
Does this work just for the spawn or for Mr. Mans himself?
Well, that remains to be seen. As I said, there have been those who have tried. Obviously, none have succeeded.
Good
At
to know. I will
least-
keep at least one stake for him.
Not permanently. But you must find some way to bring back the sun. This is the weapon that we do not have in Barovia. Anyway,
Yeah.
please, before
Yeah,
I
we
am
must-
murdered in the night, please get out of my room.
Yeah, fair enough.
We must go to our room. Yes.
Have a great evening. Thank you for coming.
No
He's
problem.
resumed
The
character.
circus sounds great. I just can't wait for it.
All right. And I think there we will draw to a close.
All right.